And so, what is
October of last year. Okay.
who still lives in this strange little country? Well, with conflicting information online about the safety of traveling to this region, we began our journey to the country that doesn't exist on a map.
And right now, Russia owns it right now. The thing is, that Russia runs the country right now because of the shit happening around in
The
Ukraine.
guy that checked our passports just subscribed to the channel.
Really?
Yeah, he was like, "What are you doing here? Why are you going to Transnistria?" And I explained everything, and then he subscribed.
Even though Eric is American, he grew up most of his childhood in Russia, speaking fluent Russian.
Good.
This trip will be his first one back into a Russian-speaking country since he left at 15. To get there, however, we first had to find a cab that could drive us across Transnistria's fake border.
Can you cross over the border?
Yeah, okay.
I speak English, so I don't speak Russian.
The guy he says he's from there.
Oh, I said a lot of people go there, and he's like, no, only
Well, the border crossing.
It's taken a while. So it's technically not a border, but they believe it's a border.
Ah, so he said because like the country doesn't exist, money can appear there and then it can disappear. So it's like sketchy stuff with money.
Next morning.
Welcome to Transnistria. Just the fact that it's a fake country makes it insanely strange and different. So I guess we're gonna go explore and try.
This is my lunch money right here. Lunch money.
Yeah. What?
It's enough here for pizza. So I bought pizza today. Yeah, I'm having pizza for lunch today, which... yeah, I'm getting pizza. Yeah, right here, I'm using my pizza money. How much is this? I'm not gonna say.
These
I called
are
it-
old Soviet water and drink dispensers. Only other time I've seen these were abandoned inside Chernobyl. Half the city feels frozen in time in the Soviet Union. I mean, look at this car.
A
What
Lada.
brand is this? And there's military everywhere. Like, I've never seen so many individual military officers just walking around, like, all over the place. It's really confusing.
It's like a Lada.
Like, some things here look ancient. Some of the signs, and others look like they were just built. It's so strange. You take a couple steps off the main street, and then buildings look like they're completely falling apart.
It doesn't look destroyed. It like is destroyed.
Is this a street? That's a toilet. Look at that.
Oh.
Ah, you got it. Okay.
Oh, there's a guy right there. Hello.
Как туалет нормальный?
It's so weird. There's like, on the main street, it all looks new, and then you take one step off, and like.
It's like Korea.
After walking around for a bit and getting a confusing first impression, we decided it was time to blend in with a haircut and some tracksuits.
No, dude, all my worst haircuts were by Russian-speaking barbers.
Oh wow, this is kind of cool. I'm not sure if getting a haircut in a Russian basement is a good idea or a great idea.
Yeah, just like he has, you know, like a.
Okay, I'm going to watch this one.
Is it good?
Flat chop. Now, I don't... No offense to Russians or nothing, but I'm going to take a look at some other stuff. But yeah, I'm just going to be live until pizza comes here. Watch Alex Gear today. Like, he's going to be on today. But that's tomorrow, guys. Talking before before lunch comes in. And tell how Alex Gear is going to be on today. So that's why we're doing the live stream today. It's 11:30 right now, so Alex Gear should be on in about half an hour. So I'm just watching this and that until it comes. So I'm gonna check.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and as always, thank you for watching. Today we've been called by a customer that has a large flatbed delivery truck that has slid off of a driveway. Most of the streets are cleared, but some of the driveways apparently are not. They've slid off the edge of the driveway in very close proximity to a utility box or pole and a pond. They're afraid it's going to go into the pond, so we need to get rolling. We'll see you there.
It's Chevy Truckmon, and it's time to add the perfect accessories
So-
to the new Chevy. Make it bolder.
So I'm not watching this. I'm just rambling, watching shit on television before pizza comes in. And that's it. I mean, we're gonna do a live stream today, and that's do some other things around 2 or so. Then that's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, I'm killing time until the pizza gets here. Then I don't know what you want, baby. I don't know what you want, baby. I don't know what you want. So, ooh, Komodo. What are we doing, Komodo? What are you doing, you little rat?
So today we are back in Floating Sandbox, and folks, there has been a brand new update. We have a shipbuilder, and filling the Titanic up with gunpowder is not a good idea. So if you guys want to see more, hit the
Watching
thumbs up
that.
button. Let's jump in. All right.
Not watching that. I don't know what's going on here, but yeah. I thought our toilets were weird. Nope, theirs are weirder than ours. 3 hours? Wow. What do you want? What do you want? You're not going outside.
So we doing? Are we filming? Filming?
You're not. I don't know what you want. What do you want? Hmm? Anything he wants? I don't know. I don't know what he wants. He's not speaking, so I don't know what he wants. What? I got 10 minutes before, okay, I got a few minutes before noon comes on, so I'm just gonna kill time and look at some shit. Wait for my pizza to get in here. Pizza should be here soon. Yeah, so this to
In a remote corner of the desert between Nevada and California lies a curious canyon with a mysterious ghost town in it, and supposedly nobody has been there in the upwards of a century.
what's your problem?
This expedition was the idea of my friend Alan Patera, a ghost town archaeologist and author of the Western Places book series. Working on his next installment in the series about some of the smaller towns south of Goldfield, he spotted 4 dots on an antique map marking a cluster of buildings near an old mining claim. There's no record of the name of this tiny town. There's no record of the date. There's no record of what is there today. Alan used to work for the United States Census Department, and with all of his resources, he still found no record of this place. But here it was, marked on this map. As far as he was able to tell from his vast knowledge, nobody alive has been there.
Okay, 30-minute warning. Talk might be a little fast, but yeah.
Owns a cabin in the partial ghost town of Laya, not too far away, and this would be our starting point for the day. In Alan's books, he never likes to write about a ghost town that he hasn't actually been to, and this one was going to be a challenge. Fortunately, we were able to join him on this. At the cabin, we went over our route, but we weren't certain if we'd actually be able to make it into the canyon today, or if the day would simply be a scouting trip, heading into the canyon tomorrow instead. Ruins scatter the Nevada desert at the end of nearly every old road, but they've weathered so many sandstorms and been bleached under the summer sun that they've now almost become a part of the natural landscape.
It's pretty neat.
The old stamp mill at the ruins of Pigeon Spring was the point where we left the highway behind. It loomed over us like a castle gate, and behind it was the desert wilderness.
Pigeon Gate. Okay, so what was this town we called then?
These 2 mills are said to have been here. And that one would be this one, I think.
You can see the steps
Yeah.
that still exist.
And it says it's called the Silver Champion Mill.
The mountain range was scattered with old mule trails and stagecoach roads in varying degrees of maintenance, but several of these were uncharted. One dead end after another, but rarely did they come without some sort of a discovery at the end of it. Down one road, we found a site that didn't seem to be associated with any known mining claims.
Well, if I had to guess, I would say this is probably a one or two man operation, maybe in the 1920s.
Oh, it just keeps on going up the hill too. This is quite an installation.
So the mine must be right up there.
Go inside.
It's right behind that. And then shoot it down here. And I think this is probably just an ore bin, and they would pile up the ore there, move it into trucks and carry it off. Which is what they were doing in the 1920s. They were using trucks to haul ore.
Another site had some more modern debris, but Allen suspected that the building itself may initially have been constructed as a stagecoach stop, as the building materials dated to the early era of Nevada, and we were on the old 1880 stage route to Gold Mountain to the south.
We got a 1956 trailer here with a permit from 2011.
We're outside, just in the house, it's cold.
What I can tell you is that the border here is locally made cement. It crumbles pretty easily. In later years, they used Portland cement, and that kept walls up pretty well. I would guess that the building itself dates to about 1876, 77.
1870s. Okay. Who cares? Kill me, but you know what? I'm starving.
Ruins were around every corner. We didn't even have time to stop and survey all of them. In most cases, we were given the impression of the date that they were abandoned by the car that was left along with the building. Of course, not that this is a reliable reference. The old and mostly abandoned roads quickly became a maze.
None of the roads out here match what's on here.
The atlas and the satellite GPS were woefully inaccurate, and we found ourselves actually using the drone to scout ahead. And frankly, it was with this method that we were finally able to put ourselves onto the right track. And by then, half the day had burned by. After 3 hours of winding through backcountry, the road opened out onto a cliff overlooking a canyon. But was this the right canyon?
And here you can see the problem. This is about as close as we get by road, and the mine camp is 800 feet down. Now, do we know if this is Allen Creek?
We don't know anything yet.
Well, I know I've never been here before.
Stopping for lunch and surveying the area compared to our map, we were able to determine that yes, this was the correct canyon, but now we needed to decide the best way down into it. There were no roads marked on the map.
We have a trail going to our left, which is to the south. We can follow that. It goes down into this canyon. At the bottom of this canyon is the Alum Creek and Poison Spring. And about a mile due south of here
Yeah, I have water.
is the junction with the Uncle Sam Creek. And right there within the fork of that are the 4 buildings we're looking for.
Well, it turned out that the road was completely impassable, wiped out after around 800 feet from a massive old landslide, and we needed to double back up to the cliff top, further eating into the day. Using the drone, we were able to discern another trail on the opposite side of the canyon, offering a clearer access all the way down, but this one still looked rugged.
It was very windy, but the drone managed to make it. We followed the Alum Creek all the way down to where it meets the Uncle Sam Creek, and from there we were able to actually use the drone to chart our path going down into the canyon. We think this might be the road going down. There's no way we're going to get the car down. So we're just going to scout up ahead a little bit and see if this is it. And I think the plan now is we're going to come back tomorrow and try to get down.
We knew that there were no reports of anyone having been in the canyon and at the town in nearly a century, but it became apparent that likely nobody had walked this trail in as much time. It was unmaintained, decrepit, and completely without a trace of any recent activity. No footprints, no modern litter, and nothing was unnaturally disturbed.
And the road is definitely not maintained. I very well might be the first person walking this trail in a century. That's quite a thought. Well, Alan, you're sure as hell not getting past this.
Yeah, it's looking a little rough here. I don't think any car I own is gonna do this.
Where would the mine be in relation to the buildings we're looking for?
It's probably in this basin somewhere. Because like I say, miners did not want to walk uphill after a day's work. Downhill was a money thing.
Then we turn around, head back, resupply, get some food, join up with the others, come back out here earlier tomorrow. It's past 3 o'clock now. We don't want to be in the canyon after dark, and we don't want to have to drive out of here after dark. So it's a good call to do this tomorrow. We scouted about a third of the way down into the canyon, down towards, it would probably take us out into the Allen Canyon. And then we'll be coming back tomorrow, heading out of here. We're going to leave markers along the trail so we know how to come back here without wasting time looking around again.
Alan stayed at the cabin in Lida, but Emma and I indulged in historical comfort and stayed at the 1907 Mizpah Hotel in nearby Tonopah, a hotel with a history of all the Wild West tropes. Bank robbery, brothels, murder, and outlaws. Supposedly, even Wyatt Earp once worked at this place. If there's enough interest, I'd actually be willing to make a full video on this building someday.
Hi, baby. That thing you're tasting, it's called skin. It's kind of weird. It's stretchy and sensitive and so delicate. And with your dad here, we'll help keep it clean and healthy. We're Hut.
Starting bright and early, we retraced our path from the day before. We missed our chance at conducting this expedition on the cool, overcast weather of yesterday.
Completely just, that road is going off, yeah. Pretty rough to get past the,
Yeah, and that's what's left of it. Boy, oh boy.
Alan's friend had left us behind, and it was now 9 in the morning, and we were alone out here. It's 3 miles down into the canyon, and 3 miles back up. That might not sound like much, but the temperature was forecasted to surpass 100 degrees Fahrenheit, or almost 38 Celsius by midday. From the crest of the mountain looking down into the canyon, one can see Death Valley on the horizon, one of the hottest places on Earth. The nearest weather station in the valley would register 117 degrees, or 47 Celsius that afternoon. We'd take it cautiously and of course ready to pull the plug if anyone became seriously overheated. And we carried an excessive amount of water and Gatorade. Some of the roads we followed getting out to this canyon were old wagon and stage roads, but the one that we were on now likely was a secondary access road for the miners. In the late 1800s, behind us will be several large towns and even cities, but in the direction we were going, beyond this mystery town, there was absolutely nothing for another 100 miles ahead. The road had been wiped out in some areas over the last century, washed away from the normally comfortable 15-foot width to a thin ledge looming over 50-foot precipices.
I've got nothing to say. Hot. Hot, long walk, we're rationing water. Not much more to say. Now I guess we're about halfway down the canyon. It's getting hotter as we get lower. We do have the occasional breeze. Really can't beat that view. But actually, here's our first piece of litter. That is old. There's no markings whatsoever on it. That is old, and that is hot.
Only a mile down into the canyon, and the heat was already getting to us. We'd stop for rests in the shade before continuing farther.
I see structures down there. Quite a bit, actually. Like more than just your usual abandoned mine. Looks like it was abandoned and not touched for a very long time, so we might find some interesting things down there.
After around a 3-hour descent, we reached the top of the Alum Creek. It wasn't dry, and there actually was more than just a trickle running from it, and it flowed from what was called Poison Spring.
pretty amazing, this water in the creek. Too bad it's poisonous.
They really go for a refill and stuff right now.
If the names didn't make it obvious enough, the yellow growth around the water sure made it clear that we would not be refilling our canteens here. We did cool our shirts in it though, however, ultimately staining them permanently. But, well, that was worth it in this heat. Here is the little that we do know going into this place. In the 1870s, a mining claim was purchased in this canyon, and it was called the Uncle Sam Mine. We know that there was a wave of mining work done then, and likely another wave of work during the 1920s, when several of the nearby canyons saw mining activity. In 1922, the Uncle Sam Mine was still trading on the San Francisco Stock Exchange. That's all we know. If these buildings are from the early 1870s mine, they'd be made out of stone, and would be one of the oldest lost towns in the United States. If they're made of wood, then they're likely from the later 1920s mining work, and still would be of high historical value to survey.
Yeah.
Builder.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. A big one. Another one back there. I spotted 3 here, Alan. Okay, so likely we've got 2 more. Alan, there's a car back here. Emma, come here, quick.
Well, we've made it here, which is amazing. It's a site I found on maps. The 1957 topo sheets showed 4 vacant buildings. I think we found 5 collapsed buildings. And I was hoping to find an 1875 mine camp with rock structures, but this is all frame construction, and there's an old automobile, so it pretty much points to a 1920s mine camp. And they probably came up from below rather than coming down the way we did. And it's almost impossible to tell what any of these buildings are. The one behind us over here, in front of me, has a big stack, so that might have been a kitchen or galley type place. We found some shoes, other artifacts, but they're all 1920-ish. So much to know, so much to explore. We can only do so much, and it's hot out. Not many people have been here, certainly not since the 1920s. I think we should congratulate ourselves that we made the trip, made it.
I get ready for Alex Gear. Alex Gear will be on real soon, so yep, so time for Alex Gear. There we go. Yeah, so that's pretty much all we're doing today, guys. Watching this and maybe taking a nap. It's almost noon, so it'll be
I like
on.
to feel good about my heart health. That's why I have Cardia Mobile. Cardia Mobile is FDA cleared to get.
So yeah, guys, we're just taking a break. It's almost that time for the show to come on, so yeah. Here, 1942. 1942 is 1941. 6 minutes, so we're doing pretty good. Ah! Oh, Randy's gets pushed out of an airplane, 1942. The Man I Was, the story of Sal, 1942. Oh, I get it. They're gonna do 1 year episode. They're gonna do each episode's gonna be based in 1 year. Okay, that makes sense now. So, so that's gonna suck. So Anthony died in 47 from angel dust. We're out here, so we're gonna watch this. So after this, I might take a nap. Well, yes, guys, I will be reading Beastars later on this week, maybe tomorrow or later tonight. Who knows? It depends what mood I'm in. But yeah, we'll read some Beastars tonight, maybe. Who knows? Depends how I feel. I got babies everywhere. I got baby there, got baby there. I'm gonna make these guys happy by giving them a treat. Here's kitty cats. Want some of this? I just give cats something I don't like. Give my cat some tuna. And they're eating it like candy. They're annoying me, so maybe that'll calm them down a little bit. That should keep them busy for a little bit. My baby, hello, my baby. My diamond. My diamond. My diamond. Mwah. My diamond. Mwah. My diamond baby. You alright? Huh? You good? Diamond. Hey, Diamond. Diamond, look at me. Put you down. Here, I'll put you down, baby. There you go. Cute. Okay, guys. My diamond's so cute. I got my diamond. Oh, I got my diamond. I got my diamond. We're gonna react to Alex Gear, so I can't wait to see it. But yeah, we're reacting to Alex Gear real soon. So it says the main night was Sal, 1942. Last week was 1941. So if it's like a short series from 41 to when he died in 56, oh goody. If it's like that, I don't mind it. I mean, still. Watch this, maybe take a nap, wake up, and do some other things. But after this is over with, who knows what I'm going to do. But still, it'll be interesting. No way, that'd be hilarious. That'd be so hilarious. Yeah, that'd be hilarious if that was actually Sarge from season 1. If it's Sarge from season 1, that'd be funny as hell. If that was some Sarge from season 1. 3 minutes! Yeah, that'd be hilarious though. If that's Sarge from season 1, if that was gonna be the same person, if that looks like the same guy from season 1, that's gonna be funny as hell. 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Okay, 1942. Let's go to 1942. Okay, if we're in 1942, let's go into 1942 type of steam. I'm thinking more. There we go. 1942. Okay, there we go. 1942. There we go. Yep, 1942. There we go. 1942. So after this is over with, I will turn this off, then we will do something else. If that ever comes out, guys, then we do the computer. You know that's the rule. If we're gonna be doing Hazbin Hotel or doing Hell of a Boss, you know I use the computer. I'm still technically, this is like now lunchtime, so I'm using the tablet right now. And you guys, if you guys know how my schedule goes, you know I don't like to F up my schedules, but today's the day to watch Arachnus, which I get off work, I go home, I get comfortable, and I get ready to watch it. So question, Coke or sarsaparilla is the question. Sarsaparilla is the answer. Also, this Sunday and Monday will be screwed up. There might be a slight change in plans this Sunday and Monday. Oh shit. I'm going to have to do that tomorrow before I go to bed. But tomorrow when I wake up, I'm going to have to do that. Shit. Well, one clock might even change. One clock I don't touch. But yeah, guys. Tomorrow, I'm going to have to change all the clocks over. Up an hour. Which is going to suck. Oh, make it yourself? I don't know. The clocks don't do... Oh, see. If they don't change by itself on Sunday, then I'm going to do it manually. Which is going to suck. Yeah. So in a minute now. I love this shit. This is some... I love sarsaparilla. It tastes so yummy. Just like Hershey. Made in the same town. It's made by the same company. Kutztown sarsaparilla. Made by Hershey's made in Pennsylvania. Same thing. Kutztown, Pennsylvania. Same thing with Michigan. Made in good old Michigan. They haven't changed the label yet because in Oregon this is a dime. So I love having beer all this beer. I cannot tell you how I love Seth Roll is real good. Got into it a couple years ago, and this is the best I've ever had.
When you create with Cricut, you're not just making something new, you're also creating a one-of-a-kind celebration. Full of
It's almost time for Alex Gear, guys, which I can't wait. 2 minutes left to go. So yeah, guys, we'll see. Yeah. Hope we didn't freeze up. So we did.